Here is the before of the dining table in a dark brown stain. Let's begin with the first step. The first step is covering the wood surface with the stripping gel. In this video, I am using Citristrip stripping gel that comes in orange smell and a cheap brush from dollar store, which you can toss away after use. Work in small sections, pour the stripping gel on the surface, and cover the entire surface in a thick layer of stripping gel. Once you have covered the entire surface with the stripping gel, take a shrink wrap or a Saran Wrap and cover the wood surface with the Saran Wrap. Make sure that you cover the entire surface nicely with the shrink wrap because that is going to activate the stripping gel and it'll be easier for you to take off the original stain. Leave it overnight or at least 8 to 12 hours for the stripping gel to activate. Remove the shrink wrap and start scraping the bubbled stripping gel with a putty knife. You will see the beautiful wood grain underneath, but you will also see the residue left on the surface. So take an old rag or a paper towel and clean strip after wash to clean the surface. Once you have the clean surface, sand it with a 220 grit until you have a clean, smooth finish, which means that you're ready to put on the stain. Now, time to stain the wood. I'm using Dixie Belle No Paint Gel Stain and the applicator pad to apply the wood stain on the dining table. Work in small sections in the direction of the wood grain. You apply the gel stain and then wipe it off with the old rag or a paper towel. The gel stain is thick, which means that if you don't wipe it off, you won't be able to see the wood grain. So if you want the wood grain to be shown, you have to wipe it off, like you see me doing. I applied the gel stain and then I took a paper towel and wiped off the excess gel stain so that the underlying wood grain is seen. I did a full 3 coats of no paint gel stain on this table, leaving 24 to 72 hours of dry time between each coats. You have to make sure that before you put on the second and consecutive coats of gel stain, each layer is completely dry to touch, otherwise it will become tacky. I continued the same process and covered the whole table in the no paint gel stain using the apply and wipe off method. Since the gel stain is oil-based, the applicator pads need to be disposed of after the project is complete. So while working on the project, I store this applicator pad in a Ziploc bag and I reuse the same applicator pad for the complete project. I let the table dry completely for 48 to 72 hours, and when it was dry to touch, I sealed it with Dixie Belle Gator hide using the blue sponge. When you use Dixie Belle Blue sponge, make sure your sponge is damp and then you soak it up in Gator hide and work in the direction of the wood grain. I sealed the dining table in a total of 4 coats of Gator hide, letting each coat to dry at least for 12 hours before putting on my second and consecutive coats of Gator hide. And you can see how easier it was to apply the second and the consecutive coats of Gator hide on this dining table and getting a flawless finish. Here is the dining table after 4 coats of Dixie Belle Gator hide and 3 coats of no paint gel stain. Thanks for watching.